Hello and welcome back to Heads Will Roll Reforged, and well, we're here, and I have no idea what we're gonna do, because I've never done this route before, so let's go and speak to TARRARE'S and actually see what... Oh, no, he literally... Okay, wait, here we go. Right, okay, so... This is where they give you the opportunity to do assassination side quests or side objectives, and that's going to get you money, right? You know, that is pretty obvious. It is going to get you money to do that. Let's actually have a look and see. At the appointed time, you meet with... Okay, yes. You and Grace contribute your share of the sum, 5,000 florins lost. Glory, having successfully squandered all her money earlier, is barely scraping together a fifth of the sum. We're going to help her with the money. You generously cover the remaining part of the required amount from your own pocket, 4,000 florins lost. Having handed over the required sum to TARRARE'S, you receive information from him that Desroches has recently returned from Rohan and is in his Parisian estate under heavy guard, including from the king's own men. It will be impossible for an armed person to get inside. The only way, according to TARRARE'S spies, to overcome the outer ring of security is to get inside under the guise of ordinary workers who deliver food to the Desroches estate and arrive there to work every morning. Also, according to TARRARE'S, he has access to several servants working in the estate, and for a certain fee they will be able to hide several items on the internal territory, including weapons or armor, so that, having entered without weapons or equipment, you can then arm yourself with something. What about a chair? Yes, that sounds good, doesn't it? Anyway, I have 1,800 remaining. Yes. Not a terribly big fan of that, I have to say. Not a terribly big fan, but, you know, I mean, we gotta kind of help out, right? We gotta kind of help out a little bit here and there. And yeah, so we've now repaired all of that stuff, which is obviously wonderful. I can sell some other stuff too, by the way, because we have a huge amount of things in our inventory, and it's probably a good idea to sell it. So let's get rid of all this stuff. There we go. The Warhammer might actually be kind of useful, so I'm going to keep that. Gonna sell everything else that I can here. Wow, there's actually a load of stuff that I could sell. Look at that. I've almost got 4,000 again. Pretty good. I like it. Okay. So this is neck cover. It's pretty good in regards to penalties as well. Yeah, well, whatever the case. I don't really think I need to get anything here. Oh, leather. Yes. Okay, so I think I will probably do the classic gameplay loop of just going, you know, okay, leather, water skins, you know, create a bunch of potent medicine and so on. I think I will do that, just purely because it's free money, basically. You know what I mean? It's completely free money, so why would I not, right? Why would I not do this? So let's just go here, do that. Do I have... Yes, we have a load of leather. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, wonderful. Alright. So, healing herbs. Unfortunately, I have so much medicine. I have way too much medicine, actually. And not enough of the other. So, it may very well be beneficial for us to do a little bit of scavenging, but I don't really want to scavenge, if I'm honest. I would prefer... Oh, wow, I'm getting really unlucky with these procs. What? I have so much space. Look at my space right here. Oh, no, I didn't have any space. Why didn't I have any space? Okay, that's... Okay, yeah, that's my fault. That's totally and utterly my fault. Oh, well, never mind. It happens. We have enough money, right? We have enough money. We don't really need that much cash. As you can see, we can just sell all of that. Now we've got 4,000. That's pretty decent. And then we can go over into the chest here. Place this stuff. There we go. More healing herbs. And we'll keep some medicine on us just in case. Okay, so where do we need to go now? That's the question. We need to sneak in, right? We need to sneak in or something like that? Okay, so for a small fee, how much is he going to charge for this? Okay. Oh no, he's not charging anything. Okay, so we're gonna see what we can do here. Extra terms. An Italian banker. Okay. The client wants our friend to be sent to the next world by any means necessary. Okay. But there is also an additional one. Wants him thoroughly beaten. Break his every bone and only then take his life. Okay, that's quite funny. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately my virtue is now extremely low because of the path that we're currently on, which is indeed making things a bit difficult for us in regards to a number of different reasons, but yeah, well, it's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to equip the Warhammer. I know, I don't have any, you know, blunt weapon things, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, I am actually winded for some reason. Why am I winded? Okay, that's pretty bad. Anyway, let's do Bone Crusher. There we go. Hit him. His leg is broken. That's perfect. Let's do another one. Arm muscles cut. Perfect. Alright. Can we get some more of that, please? I'm actually not entirely sure. What does he... I don't actually know what he even wants me to do right now, because I think I've basically done all I can here, to be honest. So I think I'm probably going to have to kill him, because it says bones broken, but that's the only thing I can really do. There isn't really anything else I can do, so I guess what I'll do is I'll just hit him in the neck. And... whoa, he died instantaneously. Okay. Yes. Hopefully I will have... yeah, we only got 100, but we didn't fulfill the additional term. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm at a loss as to what that could have been. Because the only way that I could think of to do that would be to equip something really, really low damage. And just try to inflict injuries as much as possible. Because obviously the thing that I was using only targeted the limbs. It only had the ability to target the limbs. So very strange. Anyway, let's visit the bathhouse. I'm going to train some of my weapon skill here, actually. Do I need to go and see TARRARE again, or... what's actually happening here? Because I'm going to assume... oh, there's a heist. We could do a heist if we wanted to. I don't think I particularly need to, do I? I don't think so. We've got quite a lot of... I mean, our money situation is not too bad, right? Is it? Is it, though? That's the question. Let me just take this. Yeah, this is a little bit problematic, isn't it? Yeah, this is a little bit problematic. I'm kind of a bit worried, you see. I'm kind of a bit worried about the cash situation, so I'm just going to sell a couple of things here, and then we're just going to train a little bit more, because my weapon skill is apparently not maxed out for some reason anymore. I don't know why that is, but yeah, there you go. I don't have any time left. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. We're just going to do that. There we are. Okay. Having received information from TARRARE about DesRoches, you prepare a plan of action, this time much more thorough and taking into account the bad experience of Rowan. According to this plan, you and Grace are to infiltrate the estate disguised as peasants and look around. Then, as soon as the moment is right, you will strike, while Glory, armed with a heavy crossbow, will cover you from a nearby hill. Having successfully passed through the outer ring of security, you enter the territory of DesRoches' Parisian estate under the guise of servants who have arrived for work. DesRoches himself, if we are to believe the information received from TARRARE, is in his own chambers inside the estate on one of the upper floors. To get to it, you will have to overcome several more well-armed guard posts in a short time. I have a bad feeling about this. Break through the guards and head towards DesRoches. Oh dear. Okay. Deciding that it's time to act, you attempt to break into the estate. Oh, okay, so we are literally just going for it. It seems like we are just going for it, and there isn't really any beating around the bush, as it were. We don't really need to worry about that. And, oh, she's actually joining us. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so Grace is joining us. Oh no, she has extremely low HP and low stats. I hope that she's not going to die. I kind of feel a bit responsible for her now, so let's try and kill the crossbowmen instantaneously. Because this crossbowman, or these crossbowmen, shall we say, they are going to be extremely damaging, especially to someone without that much armor on. I don't know whether she has good armor or not, but I'm going to assume she does not. There we go. Okay. Now we can just recover a little bit here. This guy is going to die in just a moment. There we are. Very nice. That was a lot easier than I thought. Let's loot. Get some good stuff. I need all the cash. I need all the cash that I can get my hands on at this point. Do I really care about the bolts? I guess I'll take them while I have inventory space. Okay, continue onward. Okay, once again, I'm basically just going to be just immediately targeting the crossbowmen. There is no reason for me not to. And I'm going to do that every single time. As long as crossbowmen are on the field, I'm going to take them out, because I want to try to reduce the amount that Grace has to die. We obviously do not want her to die, if we can help it. Okay, so, yeah, I'm trying to reduce the amount of fatigue that she's suffering as well, so, let me see. Let's go for the head here. Wow, instant kill. Alright, nice. Very good. Okay, here we go. Yes, yes, give me this. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I will take all of that. I'm not going to take this, not going to take that. I'm not going to take this either. These are too low in terms of cost, in my opinion. Who's this? A Knight War Master. Okay, I'm going to kill this guy. Oh, they're both Knight War Masters. Okay, oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a harsh one. Oh, critical strike, he's dead. Never mind. Okay. See, that's the reason why the Skull Ring is amazing. Just because it provides us with the ability to do those kinds of things. We literally just immediately had a critical, and that first opponent is already dead. We don't have to worry about him in the least. Now, unfortunately, I can't really control whether Grace dies here. Oh dear. Yeah, this is a problem. The shield, I'm just gonna... Oh, neck. Yes, there we go. Nice. Good damage, good damage. Okay, please... No! We did not want her... Oh no, she's just injured. Okay, that's fine. Don't really need to worry about that. As long as she's just injured, that's okay. Let's go for the neck. Nice. Okay, what? We could have just gone for the neck the whole time? Wow. Alright. That's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, well... Ooh, full leg armor. That's pretty... Oh yeah, I'm actually wearing that right now. Okay, that's pretty cool. And there we have it. Okay. Fighting desperately, you fight your way through the entire estate. However, by the time you finally reach Desroches' chambers, he is no longer there. Meanwhile, reinforcements arrive for the guards, and you have to quickly run away and take cover in the nearby forest. Not risking staying in Paris, which the royal bloodhounds would most likely turn upside down in search of the killers, the three of you leave the city and lay low in a village called Versailles. After waiting a few days, you send a messenger to Tarrare asking him for a meeting, and the next day he arrives in Versailles. Well, 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 who could have imagined that one of my most successful business partnerships would end like this? The contract stands. We promised to kill Desroches, and we will. We just... What? You just what? Had bad luck again? It is said that a bad workman always blames his tools, Grace. And the harder you work, the luckier you get. We've just made a mistake. Tarrare chuckles. There's a good saying for this occasion, too. One mistake, and you are wrong. And in your case, it is not even one. Listen, Tarrare, we're not trying to deflect blame, but this isn't an easy mission. That damn Desroches is elusive as the devil. Damnations and elusive devils, you're not suggesting that it's Madame de Montfort from the afterlife who's queered your pitch, are you? Tarrare breaks into his grotesque smile. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at anything by now. Tarrare bursts into an obnoxious laugh, which Grace impatiently interrupts. Either way, we'll honor the contract. He's been lucky twice, but he certainly won't get away from us the third time. Tarrare shakes his head with a smile. Time's up, Grace. This contract is no longer valid. Grace's expression changes instantly. What the? Look, Tarrare, I know we've done wrong, but aren't you overreaching here? You don't create the contracts, so you don't get to break them. TARRARE'S broad smile turns cold. And who said that it was I who cancelled it? I'm just a middleman, no more and no less. You, with Grace and Glory, exchange puzzled glances. So, what now? Glory narrows her eyes. I hope the client doesn't want us to return him the down payment. Telling you right away, I'd rather set out to kill Darosh a third time than shell out even a single florin. Grace cuts her off. Glory, hush. Given the client's status, the return of the down payment is negotiable. We have failed the mission and are willing to make amends. I personally am not going to amend anything to anyone. Listen, you. Ladies, no one is asking to be reimbursed for the advance payment. This contract has been closed by the contract. This one? Yes. This one is closed. But there is another one now. TARRARE once again breaks into his grotesque smile. But there is another one now. Outside the tavern windows, you spot more and more incoming people. As I mentioned before, our mysterious client is not of the sort whose jobs can be botched. Your situation creates a very dangerous precedent. So I think you can guess it yourselves whose heads the bounty is now placed on. We're not blind. Well, that's good. TARRARE looks at each of you in turn. I know how this story ends, and so I am ready to make you a generous offer. 1 hour. If one of you leaves this tavern with the heads of the other two before that time is up, I'll guarantee his life, and even half of the bounty on your heads. Think on it. Bidding you farewell with a subtle nod of his head, TARRARE leaves the tavern. Half the bounty, he says. He'll surely put the other half in his pocket. You have to give him credit, though. He certainly never loses face. So what are we going to do? What? We've got options? Indeed. So, Wrath, I hope you haven't aimed for our heads. I am no traitor. Something tells me Olivia wouldn't back you up on that one. Just kidding. That bitch deserved to be sent to the afterlife. Speaking of the afterlife, you cautiously glance outside the window again. Looks like TARRARE has brought a whole army here. The three of us fighting means... the three of us fighting them means guaranteed death. Any death is guaranteed. As a bounty hunter, you should know that by now. Grace catches Glory's gaze. Well then, let's go, shall we? Glory gives the tavern a parting look. As an acquaintance of mine used to say, the only way out of this bloody place is through the roof. Golden words. Alright, here we go. Okay, so this is going to be an insane... I don't even know what to call it, really, to be honest. I actually would prefer the ability to sell right now, but I don't think money is going to be very useful where we're going, because it may very well be that we're going to die. That might be the case here. We might literally be dying right now. Oh, these are just bandits? These are literally just bandits. These guys are not going to be able to deal with us. Pretty sure they won't be able to deal with us. I am literally just going to slaughter them as fast as I possibly can. This is Grace. Okay, so Grace is with us. I kind of hope she lives, to be honest. I kind of like the fact that we have been through a lot right here, and I really am wanting to survive this encounter. And we can just hope that that's going to happen. Nice. She is actually killing things as well, which is absolutely perfect. Nice. Okay, he's dead too. Okay, so that was it. We finished that in 6 rounds. That was wow, that was pretty good. Okay. After breaking through a whole army of bounty hunters, you move towards a nearby forest, hoping to escape your pursuers there. All right, here we go. Another one. Okay, crossbowman, you know the drill, right? You know the drill. Crossbowman instantaneously. That is what we are going to be going for here. Another crossbowman. I will immediately go for them once again. I'm actually pretty pleased we have some insane armor on right now, because taking any hit right here would probably be, well, it wouldn't be, you know, game over or anything like that, but it would be kind of annoying. So it's nice that we're kind of chilling right now. And yeah, this guy is super, super dead. Wow. Now this guy, he can also die. There we are. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, we've got another one. We've got another fight right here. Okay, who's this? Who are these guys? Heathens? Heathens? Who are these fellows? I have no idea. Alright, well, they've got shields, so it might be a bit problematic. No, never mind. Okay, we are going around their shields right now. We're bypassing them completely, which is wonderful. I am taking a bit of a risk by hitting multiple times in a row, but I kind of feel like I somewhat need to if I want to prevent Grace from dying. So that's why I'm doing that. There we go. That one's dead. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed at the fact that I have to use recovery right now, but kind of have to. She is doing some amazing damage with poison, though. It's just kind of annoying that I have such a large weapon, and the weapon itself is capable of doing so much damage. But because she's poisoning them, obviously, you know, this would be much, much better if we were, shall we say, using a weapon that did less damage, but more often, if you know what I mean. So it would cost less stamina. Because her damaging an opponent to, you know, 20 HP or something like that is absolutely fantastic. You know, that's incredibly useful. But unfortunately for me, you know, that just means the overkill is much larger, which is obviously not great. So, yeah, that's the reason why I say that. Anyway, let's go for this guy. Kill him. And what else do we have here? Alright, alright. Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. Let's do this. Shield. Die, please. No, we do not want shields. Okay, here we go. Nah, we're fine. There we are. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm a little bit worried. Grace is struggling to breathe from fatigue. I can't believe this. I think we got away. Who the hell is this client if he has got an entire army to sick at us? Dropping to her knees, Glory catches her breath. I don't know, and I don't want to know. We've escaped TARRARE'S clutches, and that's good enough for me. Well, escaped is an overstatement. Everything north of the Loire is basically his land. We won't be safe until we get as far away from here as possible. And where do you suggest we escape to? I don't know. To the south? All of those different places, and then on to Navarre or Castile? I have some acquaintances to stop by along the way, and it's always easier to blend in with the crowds in a big city than in the countryside. It's dangerous to travel through the cities, though. Any town of significance in this part of the kingdom will be waiting for the three of us. And what do you think? Rising from her knees, Glory adjusts her equipment and licks the blood from her lips. I think that any plan is a list of things that will never happen, and we will all end up dying alone anyway. They'll be looking for 3 people, so the first step towards not getting caught is to not walk around in threes. We'll head south, each on his or her own way, and if all goes well, we'll meet up in Navarre. As recent events have proven, our trio is having some trouble reaching their set goals, so I think we all need to work on our solo careers a little bit. Try not to get lost on the way, alright? If your crossbow jams again, or if you once more squander all your money, there'll be no one to save you. Glory snorts. I'll be in Navarre before you get to the other place. See you in Pamplona. So we go our separate ways. Looks like it. Even though our collaboration may not have been the most productive, it has been a pleasure doing business with you, Sir Wrath. Glory extends her hand. Hopefully our paths will cross again. I hope so too, Grace. I hope so too. Ending 30 of 31. And that's it. There you go. that is literally it. There you go. We actually completed a route. Amazing, right? Amazing. Okay, and I did get an achievement. Apparently, 0.4%. 0.4% of people have this, but just bear that in mind. That, in my opinion, I don't think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure really what to make of this. I'm gonna say that the developer of the game has said that they are going to be working on expanding the Grace and Glory route. So I'm going to assume that there's going to be even more content, and I'm going to assume that what they're going to do is they're going to expand it so that you actually meet up with Grace and Glory later on, and there will be more chapters, and these will be part of free updates as time goes on. Apparently the roadmap or the timeline that they're estimating at the moment is around the end of January next year. Obviously, I say next year, but it's basically that year now, so, you know, take from that what you will. But anyway, the point is, I liked it. I really, really enjoy this game. I don't know, just everything about this game is just so incredibly fun and enjoyable. And I have a whale of a time every single time I start a character. It doesn't really matter who who I play with. I love it. And you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna try to become king. Okay, we're going to try to become king of England. So we are gonna be calling ourselves. Let's see. Sir, depose me. There we go. Absolutely perfect. No one needs royalty, right? Anyway, create manually. Yes, that is what we will do. And yeah, I have no idea what kind of weapon to use. I have no clue. Someone said Burgundian hammer, right? Burgundian polehammer? Maybe we should try using this? This is quite fun. Is it? Is it quite fun? Let's actually have a look here. Higher chance to bypass armor, deals 50% less damage, and applies bleeding. I mean, applying bleeding is obviously pretty cool if we use the other trinket that multiplies our damage, but that is a 2-strike attack, which maybe is not that good. But pole to the face sounds pretty cool. Drains enemy stamina and builds up fatigue. Okay, you know what? We're going to go for the Burgundian polehammer. Yeah, because we haven't used this before, so why not, right? Okay, so what we're going to do first is I'm just going to spend on as many stats as I can. There is no way for me to actually do this fast, so with the magic of editing trickery, you will see everything maxed out in just a second. Alright, so I have done everything that I need to do here. I personally don't want to use crossbows, even though I do have a huge amount of generation points remaining. I don't really want to do that. I might get another civic talent point, might get a couple of extra weapon talents, but for me personally, I don't really see the point in that. And we're just going to convert the rest into florins, because in general, money is a little bit of an annoying thing to get at the very beginning, and it might be kind of nice just to speed through that somewhat. So that's what we're going to do. Going to convert that. There you go, 1471, and now we can proceed. There we have it. Alright, so this is going to be great. I am so much looking forward to this. Oh, this is going to be so good. Alright, so obviously, I'm going to just show you the initial start here, just the initial setup, and then we're going to skip forward to where we are hopefully going to get into the, I think it's the noble route. No one knows. I've checked on the forums before, you know, a while ago actually, you know, like a few days ago. I was intrigued about this route, and I wanted to see if anyone else had anything about this, but nope, no one has anything about this. So we're gonna have to do this ourselves, and we're gonna have to see how that goes. And I am very intrigued by it. So let's see what happens. So basically, I'm just gonna take everything that I personally like. It's not really about, you know, what's good or anything like that, but generally I'm taking things that I think are cool. And I have one more point. Allows you to sell items for an increased price. I think that sounds pretty good. Huntsman is also fantastic, just generally because of getting 2 more leather pieces. Because as you've seen from the marketplace, you can only get 7 leather per chapter. And if you get an additional 2 leather from your scavenge, then you'll get 9. So you're generally getting 9 leather per chapter instead of 7 leather per chapter. And in my opinion, that's pretty good. Haggler is obviously fantastic too, but we're not going to be actually selling anything just yet. So I think Huntsman is probably what we're going to be going for here. And then we're going to go for our weapon points. Going to go for polearms, of course, and I'm going to be going for critical strike. Let's see. I want to... What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Probably going to do this. Bypass enemy shield. And that's pretty much all I can do. And then we're just going to craft some stuff, obviously, because that's what I need to do, you know. I do need to craft some things. And I've just purchased some of this stuff. I'm using these trinkets as well, by the way. I didn't get a pouch because I personally think I can probably buy a pouch. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. And otherwise, here we go. Nice. Alright, so I've made it to chapter 1 just after the first initial prologue, and it's kind of just dawned on me, you know? It's kind of just dawned on me that this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off screen, and in the next episode, we'll be ready. And these are my current stats, as you can see right here. I'm going to be leveling up my melee weapons much, much more. So far, I am seeing the weakness of the polehammer. The weakness of the polehammer right now is the fact that it has no way of destroying shields, basically. No way of destroying shields. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. But apart from that, this thing stuns every single opponent that I have seen so far. It stuns basically everything. So it is extremely, extremely powerful for crowd control and basically making it so that enemies just can't do anything to you. So that's obviously wonderful, but you're going to get to see that in the next episode anyway. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.